Welcome back. Dito tayo, kakaligo ko lang. Kung hindi mo napapansin sa boses ko. Fresh na fresh. Well, anyway, nakikita mo na naman lahat ng mga images dyan. Yan lang naman ang mundo ng information technology. Yan tayo sa mundo ng teknolohiya. Wow, submarine cables. Mapapawaw ka nga talaga. Well, anyway, nandito tayo sa chapter ng Smart City. Ano nga ba yung mga teknolohiya na nandoon sa Smart City? There are those things, makikita mo yan na lahat na yan. Yan ang mga teknolohiya. Well, when you say Smart City, ano ba yung mga teknolohiya na kailangang gamitin in your so-called Smart City? Paano nga ba gumagana ang Smart City with the use of technology? For example, paulit at paulit kong nire-reference sa'yo ang Amerika because they are the ones who started. At lahat ng natutunan ko from the college levels even until now, they all came from the concept and ideas and the teachings of United States. So how are the smart cities in the United States are working? So ano ba yung mga ginagamit mo sa cellphone mo? You have YouTube. Ginagamit mo yan araw-araw. You have Google. Kapag nagsisearch ka, ginagamit mo yan. That was Google. Ano pa? Instagram. You're using Instagram. Twitter, long before you have the Twitters. Ano pa? Kung magsusult ka sa akin, I'm using Royal Road. Ginagamit ko yan. Web novel. Ginagamit ko rin yan. Social networking site. Anong ginagamit mo? Discord, ginagamit ko yung Discord. Facebook, Meta ngayon, ano pa? Kung ba magbibili ka, we have Amazon. They have Amazon, bibili ka sa Amazon, diba? And ano pa? Maraming mga ganyang kumpanya sa Amerika na they are all being managed by the government, by the smart cities. And how are they being managed? Ito yung paano tumatakbo yung mga yan. Kunwari, yung YouTube mo. You're starting your YouTube account and you want to be a blogger. You want to create your own content. You want to expose yourself to several millions of views, millions of subscribers, notification bell, ding ding, diba? Yan ang YouTube. And you're like, you want to be a billionaire with the use of those so-called time. Binabayaran ka naman ng YouTube ngayon, diba? Yan, medyo sa inyo, merong iba sa inyo, millionaire na, nagiging millionaire because of your YouTube account. Diba? Facebook, you're using Facebook and ikaw lang, mag-isa ang gumagamit ng Facebook. Hindi, halos buong mundo na ang gumagamit ng Facebook. And how are they managing it? Diba? How are they working? YouTube, Facebook, Royal Road. Ako, gumagamit ako ng Royal Road. I'm using it my mobile phone. And hindi lang isang tao ang gumagamit nun. Mga pare ko, marami. It's either 100 or thousands of them are using it online. How are they being able? Paano nila na-hold yung ganong karaming numbers? Diba? Ano pa? Twitter. Marami sa inyo. Gusto magano marami nang nag-register sa Twitter. And how are they managing contain it, diba? Paano nila napapatakbo yan? Amazon. Paano kikita sa Amazon? Diba? It's either subscribe, gagawa ka ng mga ganyan, but isipin mo, Brad, hindi lang isang tao ang gumagamit yan. It's either millions and millions and millions. Ano pa? Ano pa ba tayo kumikita? Twitter. Tweet. Diba? Maraming yumaman galing sa Twitter. And maraming tao ang gumagamit niyan. How are doing it? Paano tumatakbo yan? Question, di ba? Eto. Nangyari kay ex-President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Napunta dito ang Pentagon. How are they doing it? Di ba? Yan lang naman ang mga meron sa Smart City. Well, how are they being in the IT infrastructure? Eto na yung mag-i-establish ka ng data center. Ito na yung data center mo so that all of us around the globe will be able to use it online. Pwede tayong kumita online. pwede tayong umano online, pwede tayong gumagamitin yan, everyday life, online, puro na tayo online ngayon. And call centers, ano, on the field, accept tayo ng tawag, tring, tring, tring. How are they doing it? Paano natin nagagawa yan? Paano natin nag-iaano yan? It is because of teknolohiya. They have their own servers na when you are performing something online, may ginagawa ka online, you will be able to do it. Not by just one person, but a huge crowd. Ito yung millions and millions and millions and millions. Oo. Yan ang nangyayari ngayon. How are they doing it in a smart city? Well, eto na yan. In reality, lahat ng yan, lahat ng nabanggit kong kumpanya, lahat ng ganyan-ganyan, they are all being running, sila yung tumatakbo sa isang data center. Paano ko na-confirm? Because one day, ginagamit ko yung Royal Road in fairness I am using Royal Road. And then suddenly, it crashes down. Kasi nga, nagsusulat ako online Long way before 2016 yata yan. Nagsusulat ako online para magamit ko yung oras ko. And then suddenly, it crashes down. So, nagtaka ako. I used Facebook and it also crashes down. Ito yung sabi ni Facebook na, I'm really sorry, we have something wrong. May nangyari sa data center natin. So, the Facebook is out muna. And what are the things ang nakakonect doon? Yung Twitter mo, hindi ka maka-Twitter. Yung Instagram, hindi ka maka-Instagram. Diba? Dahil yung mga yan, lahat na yan, tumatakbo in a data center. At yung data center na yan, yan yung nagmamanage sa kanila everyday. Imaginein mo billions and billions ang subscriber na gumagamit doon sa application mo. Na tumupunta doon sa sites mo. And maglalag yan, pare ko. Marami kasi. Super dami. Ang dami natin na gumagamit niyan. YouTube, marami tayo. Facebook, marami. Pag inano yan, so walang mangyayari. Kung wala ka yan, hindi tatakbo. Hindi tatakbo yung mga yan in everyday. In fairness, ilang taon na tayong gumagamit ng mga ganyang applications since the beginning na yan ng since the beginning of the technology. Yung nag-rise yung mga natin, social networking site, gumawa sila ng Samsung, gumawa sila ng smartphones, gumawa sila ng mga teknolohiya, diba? Since then, patuloy tayong gumagamit. Some of us are becoming billionaires, na may millionaire na tayo, na nagkakaroon tayo ng maraming pera. They are earning from it. Kumbaga, we are parang namo-monetize na natin yan. That is because they are under the smart city na. Hindi yan yung civilization na nandun tayo kay lapu-lapu na, what the ta? Hindi ganyan yan. That is how they're doing your day civilization. That is how smart cities are working on it. Kumbaga, ito yung syudad mo, you have the data provider, internet yan. Yung data center, you have the center on it. Tapos, kukuha ka ng malalaking kumpanya, and they will give you money out of it. Sila, papatakbo, sila yung maghahawak ng nila every day. At tayo naman, IT infrastructure, tayo yung magme-maintain. That is how ano yung na-discuss ko? Ito yung data centers, mga pare ko, sa mundo ng information technology. In fairness, isipin mo to, napaisip ako kanina Kasi ba't sabay nag-crash down yung Royal Road saka yung Facebook? So, isa lang ang ibig sabihin nun. Yung data center nila, isa lang. Nang nagka-trouble yon, meaning, pati yung kay Zuckerberg. Pati yung Facebook ni Zuckerberg, amay. So, when that time happened, siguro nagka-problema yung data center. So, hindi na natin ma-access. Hindi ko ma-access yung Royal Road ko. Hindi ko rin ma-access yung Facebook ko. So, in fairness, yan ang data center. And bakit natin kailangan? Because we are headed in a futuristic world na. Imagine America having lots of data centers and all of us gumagamit ng mga mobile phone. Marami tayo nun. We're even using computer on it. Kahit sa computer natin, meron tayong YouTube, meron tayong Facebook, meron tayong ano. Oh. And the mobile phone, meron din. And all of us are now being stumped on using technology. So, there's no other way for us to adapt to it but to create more ganyan, data centers or even yung enhance natin yung ating syudad into a smart city for us to maging progressive yung ano natin, yung pamumuhay natin. And kanina naitanong ko meron na ba tayong smart city dito sa Pilipinas? And I just answered, there is none. Wala pa because that is how the smart city are working. I wonder, magkano kinikita nila Zuckerberg tsaka nung Elon Musk sa Twitter, kaya naman yung nag-create ng YouTube on their platform. Siguro, yan ang nangyayari. Nagiging multi-billionaire sila because it is already they are already in a much more better civilization. Muhay ng estado nila. They are now a smart city. Yung Google mo, check mo. Makikita mo dyan yung graphs ng stock market. Hindi yan pwedeng maputol because when it crashes down, lagot ang global market ng buong mundo. Yan pwede mag-stop. Kasi nga, yan, pag nag-stop yan, meaning wala. Magkakagera. Oo. And they are running non-stop 24/7 because it is a smart civilization. Ito yung mundo ng demand, di ba? They needed computers, data centers, more networks, more towers, more cables, more IT infrastructure, satellites hovering because they are already nandun na sila sa better civilization hindi na yung yan, isa pa. Alam mo yung biglang pagpasok ng utak nila ng America to technocracy. The rise of technocracy. Because lahat ng nasa America are being managed now by the computers, technology, information technologies, engineers, information system analysts, tayo, IT. We are now like being prioritized. Ang nakakaano lang, wala pa tayong opportunity to grow overseas, di ba? And the concept of it na umangat yung technocracy was like, na-shock ako because I myself, pabor ako doon. Kasi IT ako. I think walang trabaho na naghahanap ng growth. Diba? Now you know now what is technology under the so-called smart city. Diba? Because even now, yung Samsung mo, it's OS, diba? May built-in OS yan. Pag binili mo, meron na agad na YouTube yan. May YouTube, may Instagram, mayroong ganyan. You have the Google, ano nga yan? Google Play. You have Google Play. Pwede ka nang bumili ng movies mo. Di ba? The Google Read. Google Read? Ano ba yan? Basta. Yung kumpanyang Google, ginagawa na nilang monetization yan. And they are working non-stop. Kumbaga ito imaginein mo to. We have 1 million user working at a time. And it's 1 million and million and million of users working at the same time. So kung wala kang data centers and you cannot hold the data, you cannot hold the huge amounts of users, so walang mangyayari dun sa company mo. It will just crash down. And what will happen is walang mangyayari. Di ba? Ganyan lang naman ang teknolohiya, pare ko. Hindi ako yung taong may PhD Hindi ako yung wala akong PhD, wala akong doctoral. Degree lang na pinagsikapan namin na may Kasi yan ang sinishare ko ngayon sa iyo. At yung technocracy. How smart cities are being managed by the technology. In fairness dito sa Pilipinas, meron ba tayong data center? Meron tayong Google dyan We have the Google. Congratulations. We have Tesla. Congratulations. We have Microsoft. Lahat ng yan, merong data center, pero clap your hand. Pati yung ano natin, ito yung ekonomiya. Alam mo yung Nasdaq, paulit ko yung sinasabi sa inyo because we are now in the modern form of government. Papunta na tayo sa modernong pamamahala. Yay! Friends, i-off ko to kasi anong sunod kong i-discuss? Na-discuss ko yung ekonomiya ng smart city, how are they being managed. Na-discuss ko sa iyo yung security. Right now, na-discuss ko yung data centers. How data centers on a smart city. And ang sunod kong i-discuss yung R&D, Research and Development. Yung mga kailangan nating gawin to improve the life cycle of information technology. Yan lang naman ang 16 minutes rant ni Professor. Nasa sayo na kung may gusto kang tanong o kaya naman gusto mong pabalik-balikin yan because that is how. Yan ang mundo ng information technology na kailangan nating yakapin. Kaso nga lang, wala pang opportunity ni Nissan nagbubukas sa ating gumagraduate niyan because kailangan natin yan. Kailangan natin ng work. Sana naman madilig tayo ng pamahalaan ba? Ang dami nating standby na IT. Ang pag-aakala nila sa IT, reformat lang tayo. Hanggang reformat lang. Naks, sayang naman. Sayang yung career na kinuha natin na information technology. At walang nagbubukas. Wala rin talaga. Promise. Ganyan tayo sa mundo ng information technology. I-share ko yan sa inyo para alam mo na, baka mamaya mag-Dota ka lang when you enter the world of Bachelors of Information Technology. Nagkakamali ka, pare ko. Nagkakamali ka. Baka mamaya may discuss ko na paano nabubuhay si Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark in the Marvel series of Iron Man. And I can really feel it because alam mo yung one sinabi niyang, I'm really disappointed because no one loves me as Tony Stark in Iron Man. They love the man with a suit, not me, the one who created the suit. Because yan tayo sa mundo ng information technology. Naiano ko lang sa yung data center ha. Baka mamaya ipagtanong mo na yung how the satellites are working. Na-share ko na yan dati, di ba? On the previous chapters, how satellite and frequencies on internet are working, di ba? Ngayon, inaano ko lang yung data center. Ngayon, magtatanong ako, out of the box, asa ng data center ni Iron Man, ni aka Tony Stark, and several series? Of course, it was in the Stark Tower. Sabi nga niya, it was the powerhouse of Iron Man, the tallest building in the New York City, wherein you can see the lot of servers. Yan ang, kumbaga, kung titingnan mo ulit yung Iron Man from Iron Man 1, 2, 3, and to the present, hindi magwo-work si Iron Man nung walang internet connection. It will never work without powerhouse data centers, satellite imagery, internet, the connection online, all of it, systems, information systems, networks, cables, powers, di ba? Yan lang naman ang kailangan mong malaman bago mo ulit panoorin yung Iron Man series. And I really hate those people na hindi na-appreciate niya existence ni Tony Stark like Robert Downey Jr. who created the suit himself, di ba? He is the brilliant one, not the armor. Yan ang information technology, pare ko. Unti-unti ko siyang i-share sa iyo just so in case gusto mong mag-information technology. At sa previous chapter, wag kang matanga, ha. Wag kang maging tanga because ewan ko ba bakit naglaro sa ex-president Rodrigo Roa Duterte on the internet. Well, in fairness dapat alam niya yan because it is the magic of information and technology. I-end ko to. Kaka-discuss ko lang sa iyo ang how smart cities are working. Baka mamaya mapunta na ako sa military. Baka ma-discuss ko sa iyo how smart cities are working with military, di ba? So, i-end ko muna, ipopost ko, tayo mag-i-stop because we are on data centers. I-discuss ko sa iyo yung data centers, ano yung mga ginagamit natin on the mobile phone, how are they working, and how are we gaining from it, how are we gaining money from those things, paano tayo kumikita, paano tayo nagiging billionaire, paano tayo nagsusubscribe, ano sa notification button, nagkiklik, nanonood in our, 24 hours, 7 a year. Oh, diba? Imposibleng hindi mamamatay yung data center na yan. Because there's so many of us, mga pare ko ay. Many of us na gumagamit ng cellphones everyday sa buong taon. I-end ko yan. Yan ang mundo ng information tech. Out now. Pakikinggan ko ito just so in case. Ang next chapter kong gagawin, yun ang ituturo ko sa iyo. Kasi nandito tayo sa Smart City. Na-discuss ko yung economy, na-discuss yung security, na-discuss ko yung data center, and the previous jumper pa ulit-ulit kong sinasabi, gaya nga ng RN, ng terahertz, ng DICT, yung mga IT infrastructure. Anong susunod kong i-discuss for you? Wala na. Mag-a-out na ako sa mundo ng teknolohiya. Siguro na lang, research and development. Bakit patuloy tayong nagre-research at nagde-develop ng mga bagay-bagay at why do we need it in our smart city? Because ganyan ang buhay ng tao. Hindi dapat tayo stagnant. We are like evolving and evolving. And ko to, I will create a new chapter for you guys. Ang tawag na to, Research and Development on Smart City. And then, ang kasunod nun, yung military na. How research and development should be used in military. Up ko to dahil makikinig ako.